Hi, Elmont Church. Dave and Becca Demel here, coming from our front yard. It's windy and cooler than I thought it was going to be. So we were asked to share a couple of passages that are hopefully encouraging to you. They've been encouraging to us. So I'm looking in chapters Romans chapter 8, specifically Romans 8, 6, 7, and 8. As I think through all the chaos that's going on. I've got lots of time right now. I say that. I wake up in the morning. I don't have to be anywhere other than work. I'm not going to Walmart. I'm not going to Academy. I'm not going to Sam's Club. It's my my time has been greatly reduced because of the lack of having to go out of the house, um, which has really been enjoyable. But I know that's not enjoyable for everyone. Um, so with all that time, my mind can wander and my mind can think on things incessantly. And I'm thinking back to what Jerry shared with us last week when he pointed out that, when we get up in the morning, let's spend time in the Word, let's spend time in prayer, and set ourselves for the day, um, with a better trajectory, I guess, to live a life that's pleasing to Christ. So Romans 8, 6, 7, and 8 reads as follows. For to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the spirit is life and peace. For the mind that is set on the flesh is hostile to God, for it does not submit to God's law, and indeed it cannot. Those who are in the flesh cannot please God. So, and what that's saying there is that those that are thinking in the flesh can't please God. It goes back to Romans 7 and then moves forward. But the beauty of that is that to set our minds on the flesh is death, but to set our mind on the spirit is life and peace. So what I would encourage, what I'm encouraging myself and what I would share with you is set your mind on the spirit. Like Jerry said, get up in the mornings, spend time in the Word, spend time in prayer for yourself, for others, and set your trajectory for the day. Set your mind on the Spirit, and I would even argue set your mind on the Spirit continually throughout each and every day as you go, because there are times in the day when there's nothing else to do other than watch TV, work more, or work on the house. But when it's downtime, the mind starts to go on things. Turn that mind to the Spirit, and it's not bad to think about those things, but let's put the lenses on that give us a spiritual outlook, and recognizing the situation for what it is. It's a God ordained. He's sovereign. He's good, and this is what He's brought for us. Which it's not always enjoyable, but it is good. So, you wanted to share?
Sure. So, like Dave said, we definitely want to set our minds on things above. But I'm probably just a person that needs a lot of tangible things to make sense of those. And so, two things have come to mind a lot, and that is, we we know that we are asking God for many things, but I am terrible at remembering like what God has done. And so, this morning when I was reading in First Chronicles, it's the passage where David finally brings the ark back, and all of Israel is celebrating with him. And in verse 8, it starts David's song of praise, and like we have heard a lot about having gratitude and being thankful, and just trying to remember that on our own, or at least for me, it's difficult. But the verse says in verse 8, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the people, sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his wondrous works, glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Seek the Lord in his strength. Seek his presence continually. Remember the wondrous works he has done." And it goes on, and it says actually remember several more times. But one thing that has just been very practical for me at least, is to write down the prayer requests that we have. And I personally keep a prayer request list for several weeks from small groups and etc., just so that as things happen, I can go back and write how God answered that prayer. And that encourages me. It actually fills my heart with delight to know I don't have to just remember it on my own. I can go back and look and see what God has done. So we hope that that encourages you, and we are looking forward to seeing you again.
Yes, very soon.